What is motivation? Let's do a little motivation experience. I'd like you to, with your mouth, close your mouth very tightly. Keep your mouth very tightly shut. And now I would like you to take your non-dominant hand and very tightly hold your nose. If you're laughing, you're not doing the exercise. Okay, now, with your other hand, when you begin to experience some motivation to breathe, then I'd like you to raise your hand. But if you don't experience it yet, then you keep your hand down. Okay, and then once you have experienced motivation, then you can put your hand down and start breathing again. Did we all experience a little motivation? This motivation is interesting stuff. You may wonder, where does it come from? It comes from being finite. It comes from having an end, a terminus. That's where drive comes from. That's where motivation comes from. That's where consciousness comes from, because it creates a tension. Now, my guess is that just a few minutes ago, before our little experience, my guess is that you weren't thinking about breathing, were you? You were just assuming that there was this infinite, abundant supply of air and that it was just going to stick around forever, right? But now you got a little consciousness. We got a little consciousness because we experienced a little finiteness, a little contingency, a little limitation. That's where it's that tension. Now, finiteness, limitation, contingency also creates something else that we're going to talk about as the human-centered wish. The human-centered wish. And the human-centered wish, it is also a result of the fact that we're contingent. This human-centered wish, it is branded on every DNA strand, in every cell in my body and in your body. It's just part of the package. And the human-centered wish is simply this. It's the wish or the hope that life will not be like life is. That life will be some other way. And if not now, then someday it'll be different. Once I finish that dissertation, once I get that job, once I marry the right one, once I divorce the wrong one, once I lose those 20 pounds, once the Cubs win the pennant, once IU has a winning football team, then life will be okay. And so we live our lives not living our lives. We live our lives getting ready to live our lives someday, sometime, some other set of circumstances, and not now, which is the only place we can ever really live our lives. So this human-centered wish is a tricky little thing because we all got it. You never get old enough not to have it. There's no moral exercise you can go do to rid yourself of it. We got it.